I remember when I first started YouTube and I dreamed of the day that a company would send me a guitar for free. And it's still one of the questions I get asked all the time. What is it like to get a guitar for free? Just mailed to you, just shows up. And I want to tell you the truth. It is sometimes really cool and most of the time really stressful. So there are 3 guitars I want to show you. There's one you've already seen, so let's call it 4. But we're going to go over it, we're going to grab them, we're going to bring them back here, and I'm going to show you what it's like to get guitars for free because it's usually pretty stressful. So let's go. I've got some to show you in the basement. Also, do you remember the basement? That's where I used to make videos. So I'll show you over here. So both of these are sent to me from Donner earlier, last year, probably November, around Christmas. And they asked me like, hey, can you make a video on each of these? And I said, well, if I like them. And I was just a little stressed out about them. Around the same time, Donner chopped up, I made a video on a mandolin about them a couple years ago. And they took that video and they totally chopped it out to where they made it sound like I was saying something that I really didn't say. So all of that just put me into a place where I'm like, okay, I don't want my words to be taken out of context. But anyway, so this is their Les Paul kind of shape. I remember a friend of mine borrowed this a little bit ago, and it actually is really cool. It's surprisingly good quality. Okay, well, so this is just a very straightforward Les Paul kind of guitar. I'm kind of impressed. Okay, I'm not kind of. I am impressed with this quality of guitar. I'll put links in the description down below. All of these guitars are available through Amazon. They're pretty normal. I think who these guitars are aimed for is the aunt or uncle or grandpa that wants to buy a kid a gift for the grandkid and they want to buy it from a place that they can just ship it, not think about it. And so this guitar, I mean, this would be okay. Now the action is a little high. There's a little too much relief on the truss rod. It's a little tough to play, but I think, I mean, overall it's pretty playable. And I think, you know, a 12, 13, 14-year-old kid would be super excited about this. I have nothing really negative to say about this guitar. I think it's cool. Now I do think it's worthwhile to check out the SType. So if they're going after a Gibson style guitar on that side, they're going after a Fender style guitar on this side. So this is the standard, like, I got this guitar for free for being a YouTuber reveal. I don't remember this. What is happening? Whoa. Listen to that volume difference. So overall, I mean, this guitar is fine. It's okay. It plays okay. It's better than I thought it would be, but I think it's still like right on the same kind of quality as a Squier Affinity. Like, it's very normal feeling, which maybe that's a feat for a really cheap guitar. But anyway, so that's guitar number 2 I was given. There's another one up here that is super exciting. I've seen Ryan from 60 Cycle Hum. He has one of these. So let's check it out. It's intense. So let's check it out. All right. I was so bummed by the last Glarry that I got. I think that video was called Beautifully Disappointing, Beautifully Useless, something like that. Like, it's a great looking guitar that is just nonsense. And so let's hope that this one is a little different. Oh, I hate styrofoam. Please stop shipping guitars with styrofoam that will fill my studio and be in here forever. Okay. Oh man, this is a good one. Okay, so there's a very cheap gig bag that comes with it. A brochure if you want to buy more guitars. And here it comes, boys and girls. I don't stand a chance of taking this off without. Oh yes, look at that thing. Of course, why not? This has, okay, so this has Wilkinson pickups, which they're kind of the best that you can get, like made in China. Wow, the thing has a big, big neck. A really big C-shaped neck. That's not what I expected. That's funny. It's funny, it's very like alt-rock sounding. It just doesn't sound like it looks. Let's turn it up to about 7 and see if we can get a little more drive out of it. Man, okay, so this guitar's weird. It just doesn't sound like, it doesn't look like it sounds, it doesn't sound like it should look. And, but I mean, if you're 14 years old and you're excited, I mean, this into a Line 6 or a Crate or a Helix or whatever you're running, you could get this thing to scream. This one isn't terrible. I had such low expectations. I think it's interesting because one of the accusations that kept coming out in that other video is that Glarry or whatever brand, they send their best guitars. They make sure that those guitars are set up and so that you get the best opinions out of YouTubers. I got one that was so terrible. And so it threw me off for the rest of this. So all in, what is it like as a YouTuber to get guitars for free? It's really pretty awesome. It's fun and it, I don't know, it makes you feel great. Now I have a video that you should check out called The Problem with Gear Reviews. And because the problem is, and I think for me being from the South in the US, when you get something for free, it feels like a gift. And the problem with that is that the worst and the most rude thing you can do to somebody is that you can look a gift too closely. You can pick it apart, you can complain about it. But this is not for free. That's the thing that you need to keep in mind and keep in check is that yes, people who have YouTube channels, who make videos, they get things for free, but in exchange, they are making videos. So for me, I'm basically a media company, right? Like my words seem to matter to a lot of people about guitars and gear, whether you should buy things, and I have some small level of influence, and these guitar brands know that. This is marketing. They want words about their brand that will help people decide to buy them. And so, anyway, with Glarry, with Donner, with all these really cheap guitars, if a guitar seems like it's shockingly cheap, you have to ask how that guitar is being made at that price. If a guitar is coming to you for $100, it either means that like machines are making it, automated processes are making it, or people are being paid to make this. And at that price point, there is not dignity in the guitar builder if you can get a guitar like this for $100. So I would be very cautious about them. Overall, it's really cool to get guitars. It is really cool to work in collaboration with certain brands. There are other guitars that I have gotten for free. I've gotten a couple Avian guitars I've gotten for free. This Fender American Pro 2, I didn't get it for free. I was paid to make a video for this, but then they included this guitar in the price of, you know, my video and my collaboration with Fender. But with that guitar, I certainly worked for it. I hope you understand why I held off making a video about these. They're fine. They're okay. But I think that you would be much better to save up money, buy a Squier Affinity or buy a Squier Standard, and then hot rod it. Put in some cool parts. Because all of these guitars, they're going to need, I mean, the Les Paul is the only one that like could pretty much just kind of be as it is. But the S-Type over here, buried under a pile of packing, the pickups are pretty silly. Like the humbucker's way too loud. The neck and the bridge, the neck and the middle pickup are just spanky, but not loud enough. And then this guitar is just weird. Like, it doesn't have enough output. If you close your eyes, this thing would make you sound like the Bare Naked Ladies, but if you look at it, it's going to make you look like Slayer, Death, one of those bands. So anyway, it's not bad. It's fine. So anyway, that's the end of this review, this thought process. What's it like to get free guitars? It's fine. Sometimes it's awesome. Most of the times it's pretty disappointing and stressful. Keep getting emails from these companies saying, what do you think about this guitar? So anyway, thanks for watching this video. I'm Jeremy. I'm the Guitar Hunter. Go fill the world with music and friendship. Find badass guitars in real life. When you do, tag me in them at Jeremy the Guitar Hunter on Instagram. If you want time with me, if you want help figuring out what the right guitar for you, go to my website, jeremytheguitarhunter.com/contact, and you can find my schedule and you can see what works well for you, and we can get on a video call. Those are super fun. That's the most fun thing that I'm getting to do right now in guitar playing world. But thanks for watching this video. I'll see you guys later. I'm Jeremy. See ya.